What's up, guys? This is Jordan Nothing Gilbert. I play for Team Cloud9 CS.
My name is Tyler Latham, and my alias is Skadoodle.
I'm Michael Shroud-Gzeshek.
This is Jake Stu 2K Yip from Cloud9.
My name is Ryan Freakazoid Abdir, and I play for Cloud9.
My name is Trey Sorrenthis. I'm the manager of Cloud9's Counter-Strike team. As a team, we just moved into a house in Southern California, just outside of LA, actually.
Being in a team house for practice has had quite an impact on the overall team itself, whether it's in-game strategy, whether it's team chemistry. The big thing is just like the small discussions for games. You're playing on a map and you want to go over a quick pop flash when you're at home. It's like, hey man, maybe after practice, could you come back on the computer? Oh, I've got to take a shower. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to go grab some of this food. Like here at the house, I could just yell upstairs, tell someone to run down really quick, look at my screen. And in the past, I think team houses have been like an unsure thing for some people because they don't know, is it going to pull people away from their family too much? Or are people not going to be, happy living with each other? But I think since we've traveled together, a majority of us, 5 out of 6, including our manager, we're kind of used to being around each other, and I think it just kind of fit the situation. For me and Freakazoid, of course, we're close to home. So I think the overall impact is positive because it's just kind of facilitating a better team environment.
Team preparation in the house has made it a lot easier for us to kind of gather around each other and kind of go over strategies, and it kind of makes things go a little bit faster so we can go over a bit more stuff rather than going over stuff online.
Atmosphere is good. It's a lot of gaming going on. We're trying to find activities outside the game as well.
Generally, it's pretty hype. For the most part, our team is pretty hype. A lot of people are yelling about, just crazy rounds that happen.
Like, I want to build this house to be somewhere that these guys want to look forward to being at. Not something that they're going to end up dreading or somewhere that they don't necessarily want to be. So if they want to be here, that means not only do they like the vibe of the house, but they want to be around each other and they want to continue to grow as a unit. And to me, that's extremely important.
It's one of those things where we're trying to remind ourselves every day of the goals. We have motivational posters around the house. We have a practice schedule. Our manager's kind of laying things out for us to make everything more structured. And the atmosphere is good, but obviously if you're watching this video, our results as of late have been kind of up and down. I mean, we haven't played that many tournaments, so it's not like we have a big field to look at of results. But I guess, I've become the new in-game leader, so there's been a lot of changes in terms of just how we've approached the game, and I've had to ask the team for help in certain areas. And the vibe is actually pretty positive. I think everyone's just focused on, bringing good results, and I think the vibe's only going to get better with our results, and I think we're just looking forward to competing this year.
So yeah, the last event we went to was the Global Game Show in Lithuania.
I'd like to say that we managed our expectations going into that event, given the timeline that we had. We went there, we showed up, we had a couple of situations where, we should have capitalized and we should have probably walked away with the W. Instead, we only came out with one best of 3 win. And I mean, I don't want to say it was expected, but it was definitely a learning experience for these guys, especially someone like Stewie 2K who's never played a European or on foreign soil such as that. I think he played in one Canadian event prior to that, but it was definitely a good learning experience for him.
It's definitely different from playing in NA because their teamwork is very well organized and they play really well together. And their aim isn't that bad, it's really good too, but everything's very coordinated and well put together. The travel for me wasn't the best. It definitely had some jet lag, but we can't be using that as an excuse.
I feel Stewie handled his first international event pretty well. I think, it was a pretty long day on the second best of 3s, and everyone's falling asleep in the practice room, and Stewie came back and was calming well after taking a nap right before the match. And yeah, like I said, I think, I take some of the blame on myself as the in-game leader because, even though we didn't have a lot of time to prepare, it's still up to me to kind of keep the direction and attitude of the team high. And it was tough for us there for various reasons. So I think Stewie did a good job. I don't think he shied away from any fights, battles in-game. I think he did what he could with our preparation.
Last week, our matches started for ESL. We started with CLG, and we looked shaky at first. I obviously didn't play as well in the first half than the second half. I picked it up, but then our team started coming together. We started flowing.
CLG, definitely no more rounds ago. This is insane how many rounds they have lost in a row. They've lost nine now in a row.
We had a really slow start on the first map. It was, I think we were down like 6-12 or something, and we actually managed to pull back and win 10 rounds straight and end at 16-12.
He missed the jump, and I think they just heard him drop down. The defuse is already well on its way, and Stewie just shuts it down. Skadoodle grabs the defuse with no pressure on him at all, and that's going to end it 16-12 with an incredible turnaround from C9.
And then the next map on Overpass, it was, I think, a 16-5. I think besides that slow start, we played pretty well. Cobble is one of our better maps, and Overpass is also one of our better T-side maps, so it worked out, I guess.
Going into the MLG qualifier, we're just, I guess, playing as much as we can, practicing as much as we can, but mainly trying to focus on ourselves, fixing little things that we have going on, and just tidying out the mid-game. Mid-game is the most important thing for us right now.
We're here at the house. Stewie flew in, even though he doesn't live here full-time yet because of high school. He flew in the week prior, and yeah, we're just trying to cover the bases on all the maps. For me, it's been really difficult to kind of get everything down on each map because, you know, we played like a IEM qualifier last week and we needed to be ready to play 6 maps because we can't veto everything in a best of 3. But for me, it's like since the ESEA Pro League has different maps each week based on veto system, I'm skipping around learning maps, and it's really hard for me because I haven't had to run practices before at this level, and jumping from map to map every night, from like going to train back to Dust 2 and then scrimmaging Mirage or scrimmaging Inferno just to try to be ready for a match on it, because our team last year didn't practice Mirage at all and very little practice on Inferno. So for me as an in-game leader, it's been just trying to like educate people on the goals, I think, of each map, and because our T side isn't going to have a bunch of crazy executions on most maps, it's just going to be kind of, you know, don't overextend it individually. If you do, make sure you let us know. So just trying to bring everyone a little tighter. Preparation obviously is still going to take a bit of time. In terms of the grand scheme of our team, me like in-game leading, I don't even know if it's a permanent thing. We're still looking for a coach to kind of assist with the strategic duties. So all in all, we're just putting our heads down, trying to watch as much Counter-Strike as we can and trying to play as much Counter-Strike as we can.
The preparation for the MLG qualifier is definitely ramped up in comparison to, say, other tournaments. Not that they're lacking in importance, but we're talking about a major here. Everybody in this house, minus Stewie 2K, has competed in a major, and they know what it takes to succeed at a major, and they have a taste of it. Like they want to be successful in a major. They want to get that badge next to their name. They want these things. At that point, it's less about the prize pool and more about, you know, the respect and the pride of winning a major. So going into the qualifier, we know that that's the first step, and these guys know that that's where it starts.